We've already made it to Luke chapter 21, and I wanted to read for us the first 4 verses. But what I want us to think about how even the smallest expression of faith can have an eternal impact that we will never know until we get to the other side. So here's what it says. And he looked up and saw the rich putting their gifts into the treasury. And he saw a certain poor widow putting in 2 small copper coins. And he said, "Truly I say to you, this poor widow put in more than all of them. For they all out of their surplus put into the offering, but she out of her poverty put in all that she had to live on." When I think about that verse right there, Jesus is saying, look at every expression of faith from God's perspective. Can you imagine what it was like to see that gorgeous temple, the temple that was built by Herod the Great? This woman comes with 2 little copper coins. They're almost worth nothing, but it's all she had. And God, who sees all things, Jesus, saw that she gave out of her need. He knew that she had nothing, and he knew the sacrifice she was making. As Jesus is watching all the people drop off their offerings in the Temple Mount box where you could just make your contributions, he's seeing the rich drop off out of their surplus. That's really awesome. If you're really blessed, good for you. But the Lord was looking at them and realizing that when they gave, they still could have enough left over to go back home to beautiful houses and really nice food, really nice lifestyles. But he really wanted to honor this woman who gave 2 copper coins and to say, you know, her gift was even greater because she gave out of her need. She gave until it hurt. Well, first thing, it reminds us all that really all of us are meant to give until it hurts. We really are meant to be people who just say, Lord, everything I have is yours. And it's such a privilege to be a blessing. Secondly, we realize that we might give to something like she did to that gorgeous temple and think these 2 copper coins mean nothing, don't even buy anything really when all is said and done. And yet she knew what God was looking for was not for us to be able to support the big system, but to really express our faith. That's all God asks of you. And finally, as I look at this, when Jesus said that what she gave was greater, it proved to be true. We don't know the names of all those rich people who invested in the temple. And you know what? For all their investments, it was all wiped out in a moment when the Romans attacked. But this woman's godly expression of faith actually produced, for the last 2,000 years, an inspiration in the hearts of all to give to God's cause, to take the financial resources we have and invest in his kingdom. So yes, even this small expression of faith has caused there to be, I don't know, could we say even possibly billions that have been given to the Lord by her godly example. So whatever God asks you to do, or what you can do, no matter how small it is, God will multiply it and use it for his glory and honor.